How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and today I've got for you a solo 100k completion of the Master Warden of Nothing Nightfall. In this one I'm going to be running a Warlock. Now this is a bit of an interesting Nightfall because there are all three types of champions. This means that you're kind of limited in what you can use to stun or disrupt them. So the build I'm using in this video has ways to stun the unstoppable and barrier champions as well as disrupt overload champions. But before I get into that loadout, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, a subscription is always appreciated. Anyway, in this one I went with top tree Voidwalker. I chose this for the overcharged grenade and the burst damage super. On top of that I have the Contraverse Hold, which improves charged grenades. In addition to that I have the Warmind's decree mod from the artifact, and this will allow my grenade to generate Warmind Cells. Then for my weapons I have the Dead Man's Tail with Vorpal Weapon. This is excellent for barrier champions. Then I have the 7 Seraph VY7 SMG. I'm using this for the overload champions and because it can generate Warmine Cells. Then for my heavy weapon I have the Code Duello Solar Rocket Launcher. This can also generate Warmine Cells with the Wrath of Rasputin mod. In this video I am using a Warmind Cell build, as you'll see when you check out my armor mods. I'm just going to quickly show you each piece of armor, and if you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. Also, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section down below. One quick note, in my bond you may notice a Schwarzschild condenser. This is so my void melee stuns unstoppable champions. And that is it for my setup in this one. In this run I do have live commentary, so please check it out. Now, let's get into it.
Hey, it's the chosen one and his ghost. Still trying to save the universe.
Right at the beginning here we have a little bit of running to do, and some goblins to take out. In this strike I'm going to be generating Warmine Cells with my grenade and using my melee to stun unstoppable champions. Let's see if I can demonstrate my grenade generating a Warmine Cell here. And there it is. I'm gonna sit back here and pick off the remaining goblins. Then when I'm ready to fight the overload Minotaur, I'm gonna hop over here, place my rift, then throw my grenade in the path of the overload Minotaur, and try to stun it in my grenade. And I'm gonna rocket it twice, and finish it if I have to. And we'll just hop right over here to save a little bit of time. Right up here we have an orange bar goblin that deserves a grenade. And I'm just going to spam Dead Man's Tail at this Hydra. My grenade is up, so I might as well throw it. I'm going to take out the two phalanx from a distance. And then I am going to chip away at some of this unstoppable champion's health. Since they don't heal, any damage that I do end up doing will remain. Alright, that should be enough. I'm going to move up. It should start running at me, and then I'm going to stun it with my melee when it gets close enough. And then I'm going to rocket it twice. I'm going to hop over here and use this as cover to take out the barrier champion. Right up here, there should be a couple of goblins, a legionary, and an unstoppable champion. I don't quite have my melee up yet, so I'm going to hide for a little bit. Oh, the champion's already on its way. I should have it soon, though. I am going to super this one. That was a bit of a close call there. Then I can safely take out the rest of the Cabal from a distance. Well, that Cabal got hit by the train. After that stun, I'm going to push up to this pillar. Alright, let's see if I can generate a Warmine Cell here. Out from that goblin. And not from that one either. Let's see if my grenade can pull it off. It did indeed. I'm gonna head right up here and place my rift. I'm going to charge my grenade and wait for the train to pass, and then throw it where a bunch of Vex are going to spawn. There should be a Warmind Cell up here. Looks like there's two, actually. I'm going to wait for a train to pass again and then throw another nade over there. And we should generate another Warmine Cell, hopefully. Yep. We'll just focus on this left barrier champion. And now the right barrier champion. Now that the two barrier champions are down, we can go for the Hydra, and we're safe to shoot it from this sort of angle. It can hit us from here, but not very often. I'm going to toss a grenade over here in an attempt to generate a Warmind Cell. And I got one. I got two, actually. The boss should be coming over here. I ran out of rockets and my super didn't do the full damage, so. Alright, now I just need to look around for some heavy ammo. Here's a bunch. And just like that, I maxed out my heavy ammo again. It's time to try for a Warmine Cell again. Perfect. In this next room, there are two unstoppable champions, so I'm going to try to lure the first one to me right now. What I'm going to do is hide right here and wait for it to be in melee range. And then fire 2 rockets at it. Now it is finishable, so I'm going to lure it back over here. But I don't kill it first. So my melee isn't up again yet, so I'm going to pick off some enemies while I wait for that. When my melee is up, I will lure the second unstoppable champion the same way I did the first. Well, I'm going to start doing damage to the unstoppable champion. And I'm just going to rotate around this while I wait for my melee. Just like the last one, I'll rocket it twice, and then I'll finish this one. That was a close call. Make sure to grab this heavy ammo real quick. And I'm going to head off to the right here so it's easier to pick off the enemies. See if I can find any more ammo. Not seeing any. So right when I get up here, I'm going to try to generate a Warmind Cell with my grenade. That will help clear out most of the area if I do. There are several champions here. I'm going to try to go for this barrier champion right here. Not get the attention of the Overload Minotaur preferably. There are two barrier champions right here that I'm going to try for next. Got a heavy ammo drop, that's perfect. One thing I am going to do really quick here is look for any of those slow mines in my way. Alright, next up I'm going to go for this Overload Minotaur. Alright, all I have left is this unstoppable champion, but I'm not going to waste my melee charge on it because I will need that and I don't want to have to wait for it when I do. Now it is finishable, but I want to try to generate a Warmine Cell off of it. And there we go.
You are not. Round 2. Just never mind. Or
so now that that's down, I want to head over here to take out the unstoppable champion. And then I can head back to the mine over here. Make sure everything's reloaded. So now I have B clear, so I can head there straight away after this is captured. And I'm just going to hide right here while I capture it. When this is done, I'm going to head straight to C. There will be a few enemies there that I'm going to have to take out. probably the hardest part of the entire mine dismantling phase. Almost there, and there we have it. We should be relatively safe in this spot, and I'm going to spam grenades at the boss over there. And it should also take out most of the phalanx as well. Contraverse Hold will allow me to just keep throwing grenades pretty frequently. This is the safest way to take out this boss, but it's not the only way, of course. I'll spam some Dead Man's Kill while I wait for my grenade and then back away. Now I don't want to go back to that spot while he's spamming that attack. And I'm going to die. And that's exactly why you don't want to peek out when he's doing that attack. Less than a third health left.
Waits below. It calls to you. Yes. Retreat to airlock. You fought. You won. Your treasure awaits.
When you get down to the boss arena, there's going to be several champions to deal with. Sometimes I like to sit up here and pick them off, but sometimes I do go down. When I get down here, I focus either the Overload or that barrier champion. So I'm going to focus on this Overload right now. Now I have the Unstoppable coming my direction. Alright. Now I'm going to go for this barrier champion. If I can avoid being seen by that Unstoppable champion, of course. When the champions are down, I will be using a cheese spot for the boss fight. I'll discuss that when I get to it. Hopefully I don't die jumping into it. I'm pretty good at doing that. Now I'm going to go for the Unstoppable champion. I'll just fire on it while it's fighting that barrier champion. If it does end up pushing me, I'll just stun it with my melee. Now all we have left is this barrier champion over here. And after that, I'm going to have to jump into my cheese spot. I was definitely firing on it when it barriered, but... Alright, time to head to the cheese spot. So what I'm going to do is jump on here, and then hop up here, land on that, and then hop up here. Now you can get a joining allies issue up here, but if you stand in the right spot or just shimmy around a little bit, you should avoid getting that. Boss should make its way towards me. And I'm going to super right away. And it'll teleport to the middle of the room and do its major solar attack. Now enemies can hit you up here, but you can just kind of shimmy around a little bit. On a Warlock, you can definitely use your Rift. I would recommend standing up if you're going to fire a rocket. I'm going to wait for some Cabal to push the area and then throw my grenade. I'm actually going to use my Rift as well. See, a bunch of enemies can actually hit me up here. And strafe left and right to try to avoid that. I'm going to heal here and then I'm going to rocket the boss. So it looks like some Vex enemies are spawning now. I'm going to throw a grenade right there. I'm going to get rid of that hobgoblin before it harasses me too much. And there is a Warmine Cell. Perfect. My rocket blew it up. You don't want to fire the rocket too low because you could hit an invisible wall right in front of you. So we're going to have more Cabal coming in here. I'll just wait with my grenade. And I got a Warmind Cell. Perfect. I haven't had too many problems with the joining ally issue yet in this run. See if I can lure the boss over here. I think it's going to summon more enemies before it comes back over here though. And there it went. Should be right in front of me. Super.
Strategist. Time stop. The overmind. Minotaur.
I am almost out of Dead Man's Tail, but I'm just going to shoot some of that off. Then if I need more ammo, I'll use up the rest of my SMG ammo. And that will pick up some of the ammo lying around for me automatically. It's a hidden mechanic in Destiny. See, there's the joining allies. You just have to shimmy forward a little bit. If you duck down in the back like I am right now, you can stay here indefinitely, but the second you stand up, you'll get joining allies every once in a while. Depending on how far back you are, of course. Actually just going to spam my SMG until it's gone, and then hopefully I'll get that mercy ammo. I didn't even have to use all my SMG ammo. Come back, boss. This is taking a little bit longer than I would like it to. The boss isn't really cooperating right now. Hopefully it makes its way over here again. Let's see if I can lure it by shooting. Should be coming this way. And there we have it, a platinum 100K completion of the Warden of Nothing Master Nightfall. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
No hostiles on tracker. I'll bring the ship into transmat range.
Hey, I might be looking for someone to watch my back one of these days. To bring some major heat to a gunfight.